Staying with us, I am Nkoli Omodu with AIT Reports. The traffic crisis on the Mile 2 Apapa Express Road caused by indiscriminate parking of heavy-duty trucks and tankers trying to access the Apapa port and the deplorable condition of the roads has been described by some Nigerians as a major source of economic drain and a national menace that requires urgent attention. To those concerned Nigerians, a permanent solution to the crisis should go beyond the clearing of the trucks from the highway to making other ports lying comatose in the country come alive. AIT examines the possible reasons for the underutilization of the other ports in this special report. Apapa Seaport in Lagos, the nation's premier seaport. The port, designed to accommodate 30,000 cargoes in 1970, now harbors over 80,000 cargoes. The result? Congested roads, also in deplorable condition. Heavy-duty vehicles parked indiscriminately, even on bridges. The environment completely degraded, and road users, business owners, helplessly groaning. In the face of obvious challenges confronting the Lagos port, many are asking why the eastern ports are still underutilized.
You cannot tell me that in the east, where you have a lot of potential for manufacturing, and these people have the zeal, have the capacity to do it, and then after doing that, they have to move their goods to Lagos at a huge logistic cost. They can't export and expect to be competitive in the world.
Nigeria is one nation. The centralization of seaport here, that is economic activities here, is number one cause of the congestion. If other seaports can be, opened, so that those that in Aba and Onitsha will no longer come here to clear their goods.
We set out on a tour of the eastern ports to ascertain the level of operation. Our first port of call was the Delta port in Warri. Here we were greeted by a graveyard silence and obsolete infrastructure. We moved on to Port Harcourt port, which has also been deserted.
We have handled about 10.3 million metric tons so far. So, and we have paid about $25 million to NPU. I'm telling you that if we have been handling the level of cargo we ought to handle, that 25 million might be around 50-something or 60-something million.
One of our biggest problems we are facing there is poor pilotage. By right, we are supposed to have 24 hours pilotage services. Then once it is 4 o'clock, there is no vessel that can leave the port to Bonny, and there is no vessel that can come in because of the insecurity along our water channels.
The Calabar seaport is not any better, as no economic activity is going on. Warehouses here are under lock and key. All right, behind me is a warehouse located very close to the Calabar seaport. Ordinarily, according to the owner, this warehouse could contain about 10,000 metric tons of cocoa at a particular point. But for 7 good years, this warehouse has been lying fallow due to poor economic activities around the Calabar seaport.
This last 12 months, for the cocoa, small volume of cocoa we did with another warehouse in Lagos, I paid over 45 million for warehouse services. Whereas my own, that will manage that kind of business 10 times over, is empty in Calabar.
At One Port, business appears booming.
There was a time about 2 weeks ago, everywhere was very calm, vessel was turning, the turnaround was okay. In another segment, it comes up again, which start adopting the captains, molesting the vessels.
While some port operators think the lack of security is one challenge that has worked against maximum use of eastern ports, some importers think there is a deliberate policy by government to stifle activities in these ports.
In the beginning, we started off using the eastern ports, Port Harcourt, Calabar, Warri, until somehow, somewhere along the line, with development, government contraption, crazy policies, all the ports there became non-functional, forcing business community in the east to troop to Lagos to clear goods.
If the security is in place, I think most of the ship owners can release their vessel to come here, irrespective of the cost.
The General Manager, Corporate Communications of the Nigerian Ports Authority, in a telephone interview, denies this allegation.
You want to carry your goods in Kaduna, why should I force you that you must bring it to Lagos? Or you want your goods in Lagos, why should I say no? They should move that container to One. So it is you, the consignee, that determine where you want your container to be delivered or your import.
To bring life back to the eastern ports, experts say the issue of piracy must be tackled head-on and the waters dredged to accommodate larger vessels for the ports to be attractive. Only then the executive order on the ease of doing business in the ports will make meaningful impact on the people. Nkoli Omodu, AIT News, Lagos.